I'm back. What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to let you know where I've been. In case you don't know, if you follow me, I've been out for about a year. Haven't put out a new video in a year. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through what's been going on in my life. We have moved. I've got a new studio. I've launched a couple new businesses. And so a lot's been going on. So anyway, sorry, it's been a while. In today's video, I'm going to get you recapped on everything that you've missed out on and let you know what you can expect from me for the next year moving forward. Let's go. All right, so first off, guys, I want to say this. I really appreciate your support, and I do read all the comments. If you guys have a question about anything at any time, shoot me a comment down below. I do read all those, okay? So let's just talk about what I've been up to. We have moved. We moved out of state. We moved from Nashville to Kentucky. Why did we move up here? I'm 45 years old at the time that I've recorded this, and I've had a lot of really... I've had some really important people pass away in my life in the past year and a half, and I lost all three of my grandparents in a short period of time, and it's been really hard for me. So I had like a season of reflection that I had to go through, and my wife is from here, from Kentucky, and she, you know, in case you guys don't know, I moved to Nashville to sing. I sang country music for about 13 years. And came off the road before I got into restoration, okay? And so that's how we got to Nashville. I didn't really have any plans on leaving it, but we didn't have anything tying it to us tying there anymore. And so she'd asked me over the years about, hey, let's move. And so our in-laws are here, so we did. We moved to Kentucky. And so there's that, okay? So we left Nashville, and it's been quite the change for me personally. Most of my life has been in Nashville, and sorry, it's a bit emotional for me to think about. I grew up in Alabama and 18 years there, and I guess I get emotional because I don't know why, you know. Some of the best memories that I ever had, that I ever made, they happened all in Nashville. And it signified for me a lot because I left the trailer in Alabama to be a country singer. And like, you know, and I did it, and that was great. And I guess I get a little bit emotional because to move away, even though I'd quit singing, that wasn't a big deal. I don't know. I spent the majority of my life living in Nashville at this point, and to move away, I guess it closes a chapter of your life, and I wasn't ready to close it, I don't think, and I didn't realize that. So we're here, and we're not going back, right? But I'm just sharing with you, like, I didn't expect to get emotional, but I have, and it's one of those things like you can't really explain what or why, but we moved, and it's hard for me because moving away has signified closing that chapter in my life. And it was a really important chapter because it was me giving the finger to all of the voices in my head that said I couldn't do it, you know. And sorry. Anyway, I gotta get this out. So we got out of Nashville, and I think the biggest thing is, like, I made some of the best memories of my life in Nashville. The best memories of my life all happened there. And moving away, it was just, in a way, saying goodbye to that. And I've always been very sentimental. I was very sentimental leaving high school playing football. I was very sentimental leaving college, leaving my friends. And like, leaving Nashville has been way harder than all of that, and I didn't see it coming, so it's kind of weird. So I'm super grateful for everything that I've been able to accomplish. All of it came through the hands of God to give me these abilities, and I took the chance, and moving out of the trailer, moving to Nashville to be a country singer, achieving all that was one thing. I hadn't really reflected back and looked back on it very much, but moving away from Nashville kind of forced me to readdress that, I guess, and that was a bigger deal than I realized. But I met my wife in Nashville. We had our children in Nashville. I got a record deal in Nashville. Like I said, I met my wife, I had my kids, and I went from being broke and miserable to affluent, I guess, being rich. And all of that happened there, and none of it I saw coming, okay? And anyway, that being said, moving away from it has just been a challenge. It's been a chore. It's been more than I expected, okay? So I'm going to explain it to you now because I got emotional. I didn't really understand why. That's why I got emotional. Why did we move? We moved away because my wife wanted to be close to her parents, for one, and I just buried my grandparents, all three of them. And that was another reason why I got emotional on this, because they very important to me, essentially raised me. And so losing them super, super hard. And I had them till I was 44 or 45. So I was very, very, very fortunate, very lucky from that standpoint. But it's still very hard to lose them all in like a 9 or 10 month period. It was just really hard. And once I lost them, it made me realize that I wanted my children to have their grandparents. So we moved to Kentucky. And so here we are. So I'm in the process now of trying to get my mom moved up from Alabama to Kentucky. And we'll see about my dad for right now. But so that's the thing. That's why we're here. All right. And my wife said she wanted to go. She floated the idea by me a few times, and I wasn't having it. But we were finally at a spot in life where financially we could afford it. Everything was flexible. I've got this business here as well that pays our bills. And when I started it originally, the online coaching and helping people grow their business, and we've got a restoration arm, and I'll tell you more about that later. But I did these things because I knew I didn't know what I wanted, and I knew that I wanted to be flexible and be able to move around. Heck, I thought I was going to Florida, and I wanted to go to Florida. But my wife is very spunky, and she inspires me too. And if she says I'm going to California, then I guess I'm going to California. So I'm going to follow her. And as long as I'm with her and I've got my kids, I'm good, Anyway, there's that, okay? So moving from Nashville to Kentucky, that's got us here now, okay? That's that. We're very fortunate. And one of the reasons that I put these videos together for you guys is I'm 45 years old at the time I record this, and we have a new beautiful home that we live in now, and it's almost 4,000 square feet. It's a lot smaller than we thought we were going to do when we were building to move up here. When we moved up here, we bought 13 acres. It didn't work out with the builder, and so it is what it is. We chose to sell the farm and just buy a house in a subdivision. And so, but why am I passionate about this for you? Because I am a guy that grew up in a trailer and lived in a trailer in 2001. And at 45 years old now, I have almost a 4,000 square foot house. It's beautiful, and I have no mortgage. And it's thanks to God in restoration, okay? And that's why I make these videos for you, is because the stuff that I've achieved, I didn't know was possible, and I did it through water damage restoration. And I'm here to help you guys do that, okay? So anyway, so that's moving to Kentucky, and that's that piece. So what have I been up to after we moved up here? So we've launched two businesses, okay? Two businesses. We had always helped restoration contractors grow your business, right? But I hadn't done it with a formal brand per se. I launched the Restoration Contractor, and the purpose of the Restoration Contractor was for me to have a YouTube channel. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just created a blog called therestorationcontractor.com, and I went out there. So this is our media arm to everything, and we're going to keep the Restoration Contractor. This isn't like, I'm not trying to make money from this. I put this out there to you guys, okay? But I have a business. My goal for the Restoration Contractor, my message to you, the contractor, was to help you guys realize your version of the American dream and achieve it with water damage restoration, because that's what I did. And so I'm here to help you learn the things that I learned along the way, okay? And during that, I learned some things to be true that I didn't know were true coming into it, and that's what I want to share with you. That's like my message, right? This is the playbook of what I did to get here. It'll work for you. It'll change your life, and if I can help you along the way, that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know how long we're into this video at this point, but I'm just going to make it, and if you're watching it, that's great. Okay, so the goal for the Restoration Contractor, I wanted to help restoration companies, owners, etc., okay, grow their business, and so they could live the purpose that they want. You'd have the ability to do what I did, right? to take things that you didn't think were possible and make that possible for you and your family, okay? To achieve levels of wealth that weren't an option to you before, to allow you to create a business that you can actually sell, okay? So that's what I want to do with restoration. I'd always had this goal: help you achieve that, and then help you achieve that, right? And then give you the tools and resources you need along the way. And so that's where we are today. So there's two pieces to these companies, and I'll break these down in more detail, but this is just the I'm back video, letting you know what I've been up to, and we'll break them down in more detail later. But the first company that we're launching our brand is called Restoration Profits, okay? And I don't think we got the domain up right now. If you go to restorationprofits.com, it's just gonna take you to an application page for Work with Shane. But really, my thought and vision was I wanted to brand a company, Restoration Profits, that really epitomized what it is I wanted to do. And our slogan is more profit guaranteed, okay? And the reason why I chose the name Restoration Profits is because profit and revenue are different things. Profit and revenue are different things. And if you don't pay attention to what you pursue, you're gonna get what you pursue. Most people pursue revenue, and that's all you get is revenue. And I know you want profit. So I want to make an emphasis right on the name, Restoration Profits, right? And so that's what we're going to do. Everything I'm going to do at the Restoration Contractor here is going to be to help you make more profit, okay? And for some of you guys, it may be to have for you not to launch your company. I did not mean for this channel to attract people into restoration. That wasn't the goal. But over the past year, since I put out my first season of videos, I have had so many startups come to me about launching their company. So, but you don't know what you don't know, right? So I just put it out there. So if you guys are still here and you're still coming to me and watching this, that's great, okay? But it wasn't like a how to begin your company channel, but if that's what it becomes, whatever, it is what it is, okay? So Restoration Profits, I want you to make profit from what you do. That's the first thing, okay? So in Restoration Profits, the goal is to help you build the successful company that you want, okay? And then we're gonna guide you to the different tools and resources you're gonna need along the way to do that, okay? So that's gonna be our online coaching and training product and programs through Restoration Profits, okay? The next thing we've got is Flowmation, and it is a software that we built and we use for our own company, okay? And it was basically kind of the CRM, the powered engine, the operating system for our company. And I don't only use it for restoration, I use it for Restoration Profits too, right? And so we roll that out to our clients. It's not for sale to you, the public, right? We just give it to our clients because that's just the way we do it. At some point, we may market it directly to you guys, but as of right now, we just give it to our clients because we're trying to help them, right? The mission is to help you make profit, okay, and build the business and then give you the tools and resources. If my mission was to sell the tools and resources, that's a different mission, right? That's a different mission. So right now we're starting, and we may do that at some point, but right now we're focused on finding people that want to build $1 million businesses, okay, and multi-million-dollar businesses, and then help them get there, and then give them the tools and resources so it can stand up on its own without them, right? So that's Restoration Profits, and then the other one's Flowmation, right? Flowmation stands for workflow automation, and if you guys want to know more, I'll put out other videos on both Restoration Profits and Flowmation. But again, this video was just to let you know I'm back. What can you expect moving forward? So let's talk about that piece of the business, if you will. Number one, I've got a new studio here, as you can kind of see. I've got a new camera. How about that, right? And so we're going to be putting out more content for this channel. One of the reasons why I took a break, a lot was going on. I'd already committed to launching this channel when I did, and it just wasn't a great time in my life, okay? I had the people passing away. My wife was talking about moving, and then so I recorded a whole slew of videos, the first season, if you will, and then I just spent 3 months publishing them, right? November, December, January, something like that. I think I quit recording them in January or in November, and they quit getting published in January of 22. So what we're going to be doing moving forward is anteing back up. And the reason why I make this content is to help you, number one. And then two, it winds up driving a handful of you guys into Restoration Profits to help me grow your business, right? Like that's the selfish end of it. But for many of you guys, this is going to be true content helpful content regardless if you pay me or not. Like, I don't tell you better truth if you pay me. That's not the way that it works. I put this out there because a lot of you guys may not choose to pay for it. Some of you may not be able to afford it. I get all that, right? Maybe you don't need it. Maybe you just need some of the free tips and tricks. My goal is to give you what you need. And if you need more from me, then I'll give you that. But if YouTube is sufficient, then that's it. Baby, we're here, dog. We're right here just for that, okay? So that's the thing. When I roll something out, I did a season of a podcast, and I wound up pulling back on that partly because I wanted to get into the YouTube world, okay? And anyway, so that's the reason why we did that. We may launch the podcast again because it's an audio format. It's a different platform, and I've learned a lot about social media as I've done this. Honestly, my biggest following is on Facebook, for whatever that's worth. But like, that's where I guess I'm most active. I've got Restoration University, the Facebook group. And I used to be really active in a couple other Facebook groups until they started kicking me out. They tell me what I can say and what I can't say, and y'all know I ain't real good with that, right? So I want to say what I want to say, and these are my platforms that I do that. So I want you to know this. I've got an email list that I'm going to focus on growing to get my message out, where I'll send these videos out to you guys, and I'll walk you through kind of what that looks like. So my vision for moving forward is going to be this. We have Restoration Profits, and we have our core coaching program, Ignite, that we put everybody through, okay? And we're going to continue to focus on that, all right? And then we've got Flowmation, which is the software and the tools and the resources that we give to our clients, and we'll help you with that. I've got another product, our test drive, which gives you guys, if you want, a 30-day sample of the Restoration Profits like ecosystem. If you were working with me and my staff, what would we do? How would we be able to help you? I've basically taken the best things that I've done over the past decade and condensed them into a 30-day program, and it's done as a test for you to see if you like it. It's got a money-back guarantee. If you want to know more, you can go to restorationprofits.com, fill out the application, and I think it'll probably take you there. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But this isn't a plug for that. I'm just saying, like, that's it, right? We've got the Ignite program, we've got the Restoration Profits test drive, and then that's really it. I want to keep my business very, very simple. I even had a water damage boot camp, which was like a 2-day event, and we quit doing that just because it was a little bit more of a distraction for me. I enjoy doing the events, but dude, it's a lot of work, okay? And I just want to take my eye off the ball. I've got my own financial goals that I'm trying to accomplish, and my own business things that we're trying to accomplish, and then the event just didn't really fit into that, okay? It didn't fit into that. And so that's why we've tabled the stuff like from the water damage boot camp, and we've put what you would have gotten out of it into the test drive, okay? So there's that too. And I only mention that to you because a lot of you guys be like, man, I wanted to come to your boot camp, but I didn't get a chance to make it. Well, you should have, because we're done doing it, at least for now, okay? And maybe we'll do it in the future, maybe not really sure. But anyway, I want to be here to serve you guys, and that's what we're going to do. And then I want to be done in a way that allows me to be the best version of myself, to be my best be the best father I can, the best husband, and everything else, right? And so that's what we're doing. All right, so that really covers that. Those are the two pieces. As we move forward over the next year, my goal is going to be really this: put out consistent YouTube content. If you guys get on my email newsletter, we'll probably send out an offer to allow you to take the test drive. We'll give away freebies as bribes to take the test drive. And really, my ecosystem is like, if you want to know more about me, you got to take the test drive. There's only one way in. So I'll build small things to do to get you in that ecosystem, and then that's where we'll get on coaching call and you get to sample everything. So I'm going to put together offers for our test drive. We'll email it to our list, okay? And then I'm going to email you weekly published content from like the videos and stuff like this, just like a newsletter, if you will, right? And so my goal is to put out long form video content just like this, okay, but related to something that teaches you. And then we will email that out to you weekly, and then we'll email you offers to join the test drive. And then that's really it. Like, I'm not a big email marketer. I'll try and tell you the other stuff if I can, but that's really it. And that's about as simple as I want to keep my business. And you come in the test drive, and if it makes sense and you guys want to take something else, then that's what we do, okay? But that's really it. And then other than that, we're going to put out this media content here. If you haven't noticed, I put out some YouTube shorts. I did some Facebook Reels and some Instagram stuff. we'll continue to work on that as well. It was done more as a test. It's a lot of work, dude, to put all that stuff out. So my goal is going to be, to commit to the YouTube stuff because it takes a little bit less work, and then we'll put the short form content out as well a little bit later, the reels. But I'm not looking to create myself a job, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put out the content as best I can, and if we can repurpose it into short form content for you and drip it out over Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts, so be it, okay? But anyway, so man, look, I want to tell you guys thank you so much. We've gained over 1,000 subscribers over the past year, and I didn't put out any videos, and so I'm really grateful, okay? I really, really am. And a lot of you guys write me comments or messages, and I just want to say thanks. It means a lot to me. It really, really does. I do this so you can find whatever it is that you're seeking, okay? And you can achieve that. And if some of my successes help you get there, or some of my failures help you avoid some of those mistakes, that's what I'm here for, okay? That is what I'm here for, all right? So that's really it. We're in Kentucky now. We've got a new studio. We're gonna put up more content, and hopefully I don't look like an idiot for getting all wimpy, okay? That being said, I'm gonna batch some stuff. I'm gonna kill this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.